Hello students, so this is the 11th video of second chapter of first module. So in this video I am going to explain you about the basics of C program, constants and variables. In the last video I explained you about the structure of a C program, basic structure of a C program, what all sections it includes, and in this section I am going to explain you about the different variables and different constants, how we are going to use in a C program and how we are going to write a C program. So moving to the basics of a C program. So if in any language, for example, if we consider it as a English language, then we have to start learning from the basics. So basics is nothing but the alphabets. Once we are familiar with the alphabets, we can be able to write the words. And if we are familiar with the words, we can go with the sentences. And if we are familiar with the sentences, then we can make the paragraph. So similarly in C program also, we have different steps of learning C language. So first we should be aware of what are the alphabets, numbers and special symbols. Then from that we are going to construct the constants, variables and keywords, and then next is instructions, and instructions together we are going to form the C program. So this is about the basics of a C program, how actually we are going to write a C program. We are going to start with the alphabets, numbers and special symbols, then constants, variables and keywords, then instructions, then C program. So first we will see what exactly is a character set, what all it will include. So a character set, it consists of the various categories of characters which are used while writing a program. So these characters, they are called as alphabets. So the alphabets may be a letter or digit or any special symbol. So in any C program we have 96 symbols in a C language. So they can be used as a character set in order to write our C program. So the letters include capital A to Z and small a to Z, that is upper and lower case letters of A to Z, and digits 0 to 9, symbols like plus, minus, star, hash, slash, percentage, that is modulus symbol. So all this together will form the special symbols and along with the white spaces. So these are the character sets, basic character sets, which are called as the alphabets of our C language. So here we can see in this table there are different types of characters and the examples given for them. So uppercase alphabets A to Z, lowercase alphabets small a to Z, then digits 0 to 9, special symbols. So different special symbols you can see here, and white spaces like single space, tab or new line character. So next, moving to the C tokens. So C tokens, it is divided again into the keyword, constants, identifiers, strings, special symbols and operators. So first coming to the keywords. So keywords are nothing but they are the they are the words or they are the variables which will be having the predefined meaning. So that meaning cannot be changed, and where and all we want to use those keywords, we can use only at that particular point where exactly the meaning will stand. So we can't change the meaning of that variable, and we cannot use the variable that keyword wherever we want. So few examples are given here: do, while, void. So these they will be having their own meaning, predefined meaning. So next is constants. Constants means the it may be the numbers or it may be the characters. So that value will not change. They are the they will remain same throughout the program. Identifiers. Identifiers means they are the names given to the variables. So if we want to use any of the variables within our program, then we have to make them as the identifiers. So the identifiers we will have certain set of rules which has to be followed. Only they can be if we are following the rule and if we are writing the identifiers, only they will be acceptable. And examples of strings: Ram and Rahim. So whatever we are writing in double quotes, that will be considered as a string. Special symbols: parenthesis, flower brackets, modulus, and along with the operators plus, minus, slash, star etc. So next, variable, it consists of two types, that is it may be either the keyword or it may be a identifier. So keyword, example int, float, char, and identifiers, examples we have given any any word can be considered as an identifier if it has followed certain rules. So what are the rules to write the identifiers? We will see in the next slide. So here there are set of keywords in a C language which are predefined here, and we have the examples in this table. So auto, double, int, struct, break, else, long, switch, case, enum, register, type def, char, extern, return, union, continue, for, signed, void, do, if, static, while, default, go to, size of, volatile, constant, float, short, unsigned. So these are the different types of keywords which we are going to use in our C language. So next, moving to the identifiers. So I told you identifiers have certain set of rules to be followed. So what are these rules? We will see one by one now. So the first letter of an identifier, it should always be either a letter or an underscore. If it starts with letter, either it is uppercase or lowercase, or if it is starting with an underscore, then it is a valid identifier. If it starts with a digit or with any other special symbols, then it is not a valid identifier. A valid identifier can have letters, both uppercase as well as lowercase, digits, and also underscores. So along with the letters and underscores, digits also can be used, but digit should not be in the first place. It can be after the first place. So third rule is, there is no rule on the length of an identifier. That is, the length of the identifier is not fixed. It can be variable, but the compiler can identify only the first 31 characters of an identifier. This identifier, it should not contain the white spaces. So it should not contain the white spaces. If it contains white spaces, it will be considered as two different variables. And the next rule is, it cannot use a keyword as an identifier. We cannot use keywords as an identifier, because keywords will be having a predefined meaning in them. So these are the different rules for identifiers. So first letter of an identifier should be either a letter or an underscore. Second is, a valid identifier can have letters, digits, and underscores. And third is, there is no certain rule of the length of the identifiers is fixed. So only 31 characters, first 31 characters will be significant by the compiler. So fourth rule is, must contain white space, and fifth rule is, cannot use keyword as an identifier. So once we are familiar with the rules for writing the identifier, we can use those identifier names as a variable names in our C program. So what are these variables? Variables will store data in the memory for later use. So variables value may change during the execution. So during execution, whatever values we are giving for the variable, so from the keyboard whatever we are typing, so that value will be considered, or whatever after execution of a program, if any value has to be assigned to that variable, then that will be considered. So this variable, it stores the data in memory for later use, and also variables value may change during the execution. So what are the rules for writing the variable names? So I told you there are two different declarations. One is local declaration, the other one is a global declaration of the variables, whatever we are using within the program and within the entire program. That is, either it may be in the functions or in the only a particular program. So we are going to differentiate them into global and local variables. So what are the rules for writing those variables? A variable name can consist of capital letters A to Z, lowercase letters A to Z, digits 0 to 9, and the underscore character. The first character must be a letter or underscore. Blank space cannot be used in the variable names. Special characters like hash, dollar are not allowed. C keywords cannot be used as variable names. Variable names are case sensitive. Values of the variables can be numeric or alphabetic. Variable type can be char, that is character type, integer type, floating point type, double type, or void. Void means it doesn't store any particular data type. It doesn't have any particular data type. So these are the rules which are used in order to write a variable. So how we are going to declare a variable? So variable declaration, asking the operating system to reserve a piece of memory with that variable